Here's a game changer. African startups raised over $5 billion in venture funding in 2023, marking a 250% increase from 5 years ago. More impressively, 600 active tech hubs now span the continent, making Africa one of the fastest-growing tech ecosystems in the world. From Lagos to Nairobi and Cape Town, African innovation isn't just catching up, it's leading the charge in solving global challenges. For decades, global tech conversations revolved around Silicon Valley, Bangalore and Shenzhen, Africa rarely mentioned. But now that narrative is changing. African tech hubs have exploded across the continent, transforming local economies and reshaping the global tech landscape. These hubs aren't just riding the wave of innovation, they're creating it. They're home to startups tackling problems that resonate globally: financial inclusion, climate change, and digital access, and with major players like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon opening regional offices and investing billions, African tech is taking its rightful place on the global stage. But this story isn't just about numbers, it's about ingenuity, resilience, and a vision for a connected future driven by Africa, a steep climb to the top. Despite their growth, African tech hubs face steep hurdles. 1. Funding disparities. While global venture capital flows have increased, African startups still receive less than 1% of total global funding. Moreover, funding is concentrated in just a few countries like Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, and Egypt, leaving others underserved. 2. Infrastructure deficits. From intermittent power supply to limited internet access, infrastructure gaps continue to slow progress. In rural areas, internet penetration remains under 20%, creating a digital divide that tech hubs must bridge. 3. Global competition. Competing with Silicon Valley, Europe, and Asia for talent and capital means African startups must deliver not just innovation but excellence to attract attention in an overcrowded marketplace. Despite these challenges, African tech hubs have found ways to innovate under pressure, turning obstacles into opportunities. Spotlight on Africa's leading tech hubs. Let's take a closer look at 3 cities that exemplify the rise of African tech hubs. First up, Lagos, Nigeria Silicon Lagoon. Lagos is the beating heart of Africa's tech ecosystem. Its tech startups are redefining financial technology, or fintech, and e-commerce. Flutterwave. This unicorn, valued at over $3 billion, simplifies cross-border payments in Africa. Its platform connects businesses across 30 countries, showing the world how Africa can lead in digital commerce. Paystack, acquired by Stripe. For $200 million, this startup is revolutionizing online payments and giving small businesses the tools they need to grow. Beyond fintech, Lagos is home to accelerator programs like Andela, which trains Africa's top software engineers, linking them to global tech giants. Next, we have Nairobi, Kenya, the Silicon Savannah. Known as the Silicon Savannah, Nairobi is a hub for fintech, agritech, and sustainability-driven solutions. M-Pesa, Safaricom's mobile money platform, has transformed how Africans send, save, and spend money with over 50 million users across the continent. Twigger Foods. This agritech startup streamlines supply chains, connecting farmers with markets to reduce food waste and increase income. Nairobi isn't just innovating for Kenya, it's exporting solutions to the rest of the world. Finally, let's look at Cape Town, South Africa, a hub for innovation. Cape Town boasts a vibrant startup culture, particularly in AI, health tech, and renewable energy, aerobotics. Using AI and drones, this company helps farmers optimize yields and monitor crops, addressing food security challenges worldwide. Biotherm energy. One of Africa's renewable energy leaders, headquartered in Cape Town, it's driving Africa's transition to clean energy. Cape Town's sophisticated infrastructure and access to global investors make it a magnet for tech innovation. The breakthrough moment Africa goes public. In 2023, Egypt's SWVL, a mass transit app, became the first African tech startup to list on the Nasdaq via a SPAC merger. This wasn't just a milestone for SWVL, it was a turning point for African tech hubs. WVL's public debut showed global investors that African startups aren't just regional players, they can compete with and outperform the best in the world. The success of WVL has paved the way for other African startups to think big, proving that Africa's tech ecosystem has matured into a global powerhouse. Africa's time is now. African tech hubs are no longer underdogs. They are innovators, disruptors, and leaders. By addressing local challenges with scalable solutions, they are shaping a tech ecosystem that has global relevance. From pioneering mobile money to AI-driven agritech and clean energy solutions, Africa's contributions to the tech world are vast and growing. The future of global innovation won't just include Africa, it will be led by Africa. What do you think about the rise of African tech hubs? Do you see them as the next global tech leaders? Share your thoughts in the comments below.